Hello, my friends. Today will be the first video in what will hopefully be a series of climbing to FM with some, you know, suboptimal decks, I would say. So this is a budget CA. There are no elites or legendaries in this list. And so first of all, I don't think CA is combined arms is like that great in the meta right now. Because like you have this swag gun which basically just removes all combined arms buffs on your tanks, and people can get this out on like turn one. So GG. And control decks have a lot of tools like Glamour Boys to like just completely block you from winning the game. But it's still a decent deck, I'd say, to climb. Now, CA, it definitely has some very strong elites and specials. So the deck is significantly weaker without specials. So I'd say like let's go to specials and elite section. So if you have um, these cards or you want to look to craft them, then these would be the cards, the elites and specials to add to this deck if you have them. 22nd Infantry Regiment. This is huge. It's an infantry. It draws repeatedly, and this deck definitely lacks draw at the moment. Greif's another great one. Just great with like any tanks, any decks that have like tanks. Heinkel, good in every German deck. Autocannon you can put in just because it's just so good. You can even put in Henschel with the 101. MEBF might also be a consideration. I wouldn't craft this, but you can try putting it in if you do have it. Uh, you could use this as a substitute since this is, I believe, one of the cards you get like in the early levels, like one of the elites. You get national elites, you get like level 7 or something in national progression. I just don't like it because the op cost is too high. Schützen, you can put in Schützen, 20 Panzer Grenadier. This is like a no-brainer in combined arms. Like it's just a really strong card, and I mean it's literally combined arms in like a single unit. Can put in like one copy of Enigma if you have it. Same goes for Panzer 3H. Jägbomber, very good. And the last one would be Comet. So yeah, those are some cards you could put in if you have them, or look to craft if you want to improve this deck. All right, now let's get into the games. I believe I am... Yeah, so like, I basically haven't played ranked since the season reset. I was originally gonna try Soviet Jalpine to climb with, but after a little bit of initial testing, to no one's surprise, it is complete garbage. Like, yeah, I want to play like a deck that isn't really meta, but like that one's going a little too far. It's just way too difficult to play to climb with that. Kind of like this hand. Although it is Germany. Germany could have Sudden Strike, although it's not that common. Kind of like keeping this. Because I'm going first, I'll need some cards. Uh, so I don't have the... I don't have the Jaeger regiment to buff the Humbers, so I think I play the Para first. Although it might be a mistake because this would die to combined arms now. Sorry, not this would die to careless talk now. Um, since I do have the Panzer Grenadier, It's fine if he sudden strikes this. This is a 3-3 mobilize in the front line, and I also have this, which would be a potential sudden strike target, so I'm fine with buffing it. Okay. So it looks like it is not actually a control deck. It's also some sort of mid-range-ish deck, maybe. So you should not have a way to deal with my Panzer Grenadier on turn 4. So turn 5, he could have Schützen, he could have the 20 Panzer Grenadier, which would deal with this, so I definitely want to play it while I can, while it's least likely to be removed. Alright, that should be game over, yeah. CA is definitely a great deck for climbing. Any aggro deck really is good for climbing, generally because it usually won't take as much skill to pilot as, say, compared to like a control deck, or even a mid-range deck. There's generally like fewer and easier decisions to be made, and also the games end quickly. Like you either win or lose pretty quickly. So aggro decks are very, very good for climbing, generally speaking. I don't think I keep any of these going in my opening hand. Play the Golden Humber. Ooh, that is unlucky for you. I love how this high roll has not changed for like a long time. Like CA's been nerfed for a while, meta's changed, but this high roll has been here for quite a while. I think I just go face here. do 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 do. Autocannon. Okay, that can't stick. Oh my goodness. I mean, I was just thinking, like, yeah. I was just thinking, like, wow. You have no idea, like, when I was playing Soviet Jalpine, I had the most frustrating games. Like, I was already playing a garbage deck, but I was also getting, like, unlucky. And now I'm, like, playing a better deck, and I'm suddenly getting, like, really good RNG. So, there is no justice in this world, man. There's no justice. At least not in cards. Okay, Japan. Um, don't really like keeping 35T because I, well, I mean, could be a good stick. This is Jaggro. Yeah, you know what, let's do this. Let's do this. The swag gun's really good against Jaggro, so that's why I kept it. Normally, I probably wouldn't keep it, and I would look to get a combined arms in my hand. So, same logic. play the para since I don't have the combined arms for my Humber. I think next turn might look to just Humber and Jaeger. Air sup. Okay. Okay, well, this is a much better play then. Position for bombing raid. Actually, I wonder if the better positioning would just be to like put the Humber on this side so that he can't even clear both my units with bombing raid. And taking 3-face damage isn't a big deal. Ooh. Ooh, that's annoying. That's really annoying actually. I don't want to like put my Jaeger down and double trade. It just seems so bad. Well, this is definitely going the front line, I think. Question is, do I play the swag gun or do I save a mobilize if I do this, but like I think we get the swag gun down. Opposite sides. Especially against Japan, which has a couple of pin effects that are AoE. Oh, that is really annoying. That's a no-brainer. Wow, I'm in a kind of a tough spot. I think what I actually do is I want to keep my swag gun alive at all costs right now. So let's go with this. If I kill his A gun with my swag, then that unit trades into my swag gun very well. And I do not like that. Swag is definitely, I mean, this can win the game on its own with the 101 regiment, so, and it's just generally a really strong card. Okay, smoke screen. Okay, well this definitely does it. It buffs it out of range. Do I ever hit the Humber? Nah. Get some face damage in because I can't blitz this to the front line. If he has a good weight, if he has like amphibious assault, I'm actually kind of screwed here though. But I still think this play is better than buffing the Humber with the 101. Because then you just be able to amphibious assault the Humber anyways. Excuse me. Just enjoying some homemade milk tea. Bubble tea. Alright, it looks like he doesn't have amphibious assault or like Sendai or anything. And just like that, we're already at rank 5. Smooth sailing. So I might not like climb all the way with this deck. I might play a different deck and get some variety. We'll see. I haven't decided the exact format of the series yet. I do have like a different deck, a Millpine deck that I kind of want to play. Which is Jet Proto Soviet, no, sorry, German Soviet deck with Jet Prototype and the mountain rifles. But like with the 2-3 Soviet Alpine unit in there as well. Push OTK. So it looks like we're playing against Push OTK. Yeah. I guess it technically could be Caddy OTK as well. Huh. Do I ever just get the FW down? Because... Nah, I think the swag is too valuable, right? Swag is also very hard to remove. I don't think there's too much of a risk of committing a lot to the board right now. Swag gun could get pinned, but it's not too big of a deal. Should still be fine. I believe this the swag suppress comes after it attacks, so it will still get damaged by the Bryansk. So I do have to like give up a different unit. Now there's not really a reason to just put an unbuffed Humber onto the board. So if this gets pinned, I might have to put down an FW. Depending on what I draw. Let's see what happens first, I guess. Okay, very nice. He doesn't have a pin. In that case... This actually doesn't really save... Like, I can't really do anything with the extra credit. So I wonder if I just save this as a potential infantry. I mean, it's a 2-1 on the board. I think I'll just play it. Now that this Humber is dying next turn, I think it does make sense to get a Humber onto another Humber onto the board, because if I get like CA for example. Okay. This is definitely an FW, I think. It's a bit late for the 5th para. This way I can deal with the Glamour boys. That's why I like the FWs, because they're a pretty good threat late game and they give you some like extra juice. The way I'm playing CA now is less of an early game high roll deck and more of a mid-range-ish style deck. He's played one Monsoon Rot, so that there's no AoE pins in this deck, but so yeah, I think I can just keep everything in my support line. Actually, no, yeah. I don't even have to worry about him blocking the front line with Bryansk because that would just let me go face with 2 FWs. He's getting a lot of healing. So, like, we don't necessarily have to actually kill him to win. We just have to put him low enough so that he can't use his push OTK. Although that's going to be difficult because he's gaining a lot of health. I don't want to commit too much. He's run a lot. He could have another Monsoon Rot supply shortage, but this is kind of tough to pass up. I'm not going to commit anything else onto the board. He still has like 2 enemy contacts for pins. Potentially more naval powers, depending on how many he runs. Okay, there's another Monsoon Rot. That should be the last Monsoon Rot. Very nice. Although we could very easily die to pin right at not pin. Push right about now, unfortunately. Should be safe to full commit to the board now though. Usually like you would run maximum 2 copies, I think, of Monsoon Rot. So his hand's like pretty full, so he wants to get rid of the Crusader. I don't know if we can output enough damage to stop the push OTK. I think if he has it, we don't have enough damage, unfortunately. If we had a CA, I think we might be able to. Actually, no, wait, that should be enough. No, wait, not necessarily. It really depends. The push combo deals 12 damage to his own face, but he could have a naval power, another naval power. Okay, now he doesn't have enough credits. That should be game then. Okay, I think we're good then. Actually, no, Are we good? One last naval power on this guy. Okay, one Red Dawn out of commission. This is definitely going face. We're definitely, I think, full attacking face. So he's used one Red Dawn, although he could definitely have like 3 or even 4 copies of Red Dawn. But he needs to heal a bit before killing me with the push combo. Push combo is like double Red Dawn, double push, which deals 12 damage to his own face. So putting him at 11 means he'll need another naval power plus the push combo. Push combo costs 8 credits without pioneers. Ah, he has it, I guess. GG. He has just enough HP for the push combo. Close. Unfortunate. Just a little bit of damage off. If I dealt 2 more damage, then the push combo, how it works is that like if it kills you your HQ first, well, it technically does the damage at the same time, but it damages your HQ first. So if both HQs explode at the end of the combo, the push combo player loses. So a little bit unfortunate. We didn't get a CA on the Humber, which I think would have pushed us over the breakpoint. But close game, close game. All right, let's go with Germany has a few ways. If this is like Jet prototype, he can definitely suppress the trop, which isn't that great. But you know what? He might be tempted to suppress one of these units, so let's just keep it. I think I'd rather missing hit the 35T. Actually, no, maybe it's better for missing if he had a missing to hit the... Oh, that's really annoying. So the question is, does he have... I'm definitely playing this. I have a couple options. I could CA this. I could move this to the front line and go face. I could move this to the front line and trade off. I think I move to the front line and hit face. Only Heinkel really punishes this. Okay, so yeah, so even if he has suppress at this point, he'll want to put. We have 2 targets for the duress. Sky Barons. Okay. Alright, GG's. Another quick dub. Another day. Another day, another quick CA victory. Japan. Okay. Could be greedy and try to mulligan these 2 for a Hummer, but I think let's play like this. Not exactly what we want to see. Huh. Interesting. Oh, now that's an interesting decision to make. Do I go for the 101 right now and get this as a really heavily scaling parachute brigade, or do I go for the Hummer? I think if I go for the Hummer, it's kind of credit inefficient, and also I do have another one of these, so next turn I could play a Hummer again. Always have the option of playing a Hummer next turn, and then following up with another 101. So he needs to like deal with this like right now, because this is gonna scale into like a monstrous infantry with 0 op cost. Okay, raiding brigade. Still have the Alright, let's see here. I think I do get the Humber down. Question is, I guess I have the same dilemma. He didn't have an answer to this last turn, but next turn is turn 4, which he could have Sendai. Think I go for this play. It is a bit greedy to like play this without a unit. Like generally you want to play this and then attack with the unit that you pincer with to like get some immediate value. Because now if he removes one of these, then well, it's just a 2/5. But I don't really want to spend the remaining credits putting a 35T in the front line instead, which he has a nice trade into with the raiding brigade. Alright. And it looks like I was just overthinking that because he had no way to deal with this guy. So guys, as you can see, like, combined arms, like, there's really, like, it's not a difficult deck to play, and it's still decent. Still capable of winning games very quickly. Climbing out, for you to climb to FM with. And keep in mind that I'm playing like a heavily gimped, like a much weaker version of the optimal meta combined arms list. I mean, combined arms, I wouldn't even say is that much of a meta deck, but like by that I mean like an optimal CA list with all the elites and specials. Like this deck would be much stronger with some of the elites and specials that are very good for it. Going second versus Japan. Let's keep this. Okay, no turn one from the opponent. You love to see that. I think that's a 35T. Well, I mean, Humber's also fairly good. I might want the 35T for something else, actually. Because there aren't that many Blitz tanks in the deck. In fact, these 3 copies of 35T are the only Blitz tanks in the deck. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I was just thinking, like, there, even if I protect this for another turn, like, I can't imagine that this will get, like, that much value. It won't be able to grow for that many more turns. Hitting face with that. Wow, that looks like a very greedy play. Because he has that. Okay, fair enough. Playing that without an infantry. Okay. I could go for the trop like right now, but it should be difficult for him to deal with a Panzer Grenadier, is what I would say if Schützen and 20 Panzer Grenadier did not exist. Yeah, I think it would just be a massive punish if I traded this and then... This is very difficult to deal for him to deal with. Like pretty much only Sendai lets him deal with this. And if I do go for this play, then I go face, I think. If I had the opportunity to play this one turn earlier, I would have, but turn 5, even a rank 6, he could potentially have Schützen. Or 30. I keep forgetting, it's called 20 Panzer Grenadier, right? The new CA in a bundle unit. Okay, so I definitely attack with this. How can I distribute my credits efficiently? I guess I do this and take the front line, get some damage in, prevent him from taking the front line and drawing with expansion. Whew. It's a lot of, it takes a lot of energy to commentate and like, I guess commentate my thought process and like really trying to think about these games. I know I said that CA is an easy deck, but I like when I'm recording these videos, like I want to like make sure I'm putting out like good commentary, right? And that takes a surprising amount of energy. So you can tell I'm getting a little tired because I'm forgetting the name of expansion, which is like a notorious Jaggro card. But yeah, so GG. All right, let's see if we can get one more win. This is gonna be the last game for this part of the recording. I might this might not be the end of the video that you're watching. I might record another like session of playing this and then just merge these two recordings into one video. Although it's already kind of long at 42 minutes. So yeah, we'll see. This is probably the last game of. No, this will be the last game of this recording. Another Japan. I'll assume that is Jaggro. I really like the swag. Hopefully I can find some more units. I could even just keep the Jaeger turn 1. And then 35T. That seems really bad though. I could get punished because my deck does have like heavier cards. You know what, let's go for the game plan. Just like be a little suboptimal early game, but make sure let the swag just carry. Just ensure that we can stick a swag down onto the board and then it should be GG versus Jaggro. They have very few cards that can punish swag, so as long as they don't draw like one of those, I think we're good. It's also a slow start, and we have another swag, which is very nice. Oh, what the? Alright, do your thing, H39 swag. Oh, have the combo too. Like when they play the card like that quickly, you just know they have an answer to it. But like, I just top decked another swag, so let's play the top decked one. I don't think there's that much of a point in pushing into this guy to the front line right now. Yeah, I think we just leave it. Do we play this though? Do we play the Jaeger regiment on the? Yeah, like get more units down to contest the board. I think. I guess Shinano would be the punish. So now, like, unless he has honorable death, the only way to answer this would be like a Sendai. Which is fine because I have another swag. Okay, I see why people are mad about this card now. Oh, or... Okay. That was close. Should be good now. Should be out of the danger zone now. Probably goes face here. Where you just triple expansions. Okay. Um, hmm. I think I definitely have to get rid of these units. Let's put another swag down and get this guy to the front line. If this dies at this point, it's fine. This guy's already a 5-8 Fury. We don't necessarily need more buffs on him. And it's good to take the front line. Okay. So the game plan did work out, although we did get a little bit lucky in like getting multiple swags. Technically we only needed 2 though. We only needed that second swag, but yeah. So like that's kind of like the thought process you want to have if you want to play well. I'm not saying like I played perfectly, but like just come up with like a game plan, right? Like um as you play the game more, you'll understand like, you know, at this rank, this time of the season, it's probably we're considering the meta, we're probably playing against Jaggro. Okay, so how do we win against Jaggro? Well, given that we already have a 1-drop and a 2-drop in the front in our mulligan, and we also have the swag, well, we can just play a bit suboptimally, but curve out in the early game, and then let the swag gun just kind of do its thing, you know, and this will just farm Jaggro if it sticks. And we did get a little bit lucky, but yeah, it ended up working out. Like if he didn't, like we did draw like 2 swags, but if he didn't have the raiding brigade, which is literally only 1 card in his deck, then he would have been screwed either anyways. So yeah, come up with a game plan and play to your win condition. I guess that's my advice for newer players. Trying to make it up to FM in cards. And yeah, so this will be the end of this recording. I might record another recording and add that to the end of this one for a long video, but we'll see. All right, until next time.